Christ is at the heart of it. Christ, as we saw, has all authority, and he sends out his disciples, but he doesn't leave them on their own. The Spirit is poured out, and the people of God is extended, is renewed by the pouring out of the Spirit and the bringing in of the Gentiles. The nations from whom God's people were previously separate are now called to enter God's people in Christ. And so God now continues his work of redeeming his created but fallen world by inhabiting a people by his Spirit. We are his temple, Paul says, by incorporating them into Christ, into his people Israel, and by transforming them by the power of his Spirit. This is the work that God is at work doing within the life of the church, and that the church is then offering to the world. And we look forward to the end of the drama, when God will bring his work to consummation with a new creation, a full redemption and restoration. And so that is a sort of basic structure of the biblical drama that I think is a helpful way of thinking, not just about politics, but I found it a helpful way of thinking about all sorts of different issues. How do we develop a Christian mind on issues of law, on punishment, on justice, on poverty, whatever it might be, having this sense of the overall structure and how any of these things are understood, how God engages and redeems his created but fallen world in relation to each of those areas is, I think, a helpful way of looking through the biblical story. Again, I'll pause whether anyone wants to comment. Is that something that's familiar to people, or it is? Let's say anyone want to ask any questions about it or offer alternatives? Okay. Yeah. Well, it's Tom Wright is the main is one of the main writers. Tom Wright, in a number of different